What is up, everyone? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers Studio Series review, and the figure we're looking at today is the other Studio Series, Shatter. And I'm just gonna come straight out and tell you that this figure is awful. This is possibly the worst Studio Series figure made. I don't think that I am exaggerating when I say that. There could be some other ones that maybe aren't as good, like that, like completely half-assed hot rod repaint of that, like also half-assed Bumblebee World War II one. That one was also pretty bad, but like this like doesn't really look like the character at all, and there's like extremely little posability, and the transformation is absolute garbage. There's always parts falling off of this. It's a mess, but we are going to work through it as best we can because I reviewed the other one, and it's always good to have comparison, contrast. I don't have the other figure on me. I already returned it to my friend, who then gave me this one because I think he hates me. So, but yeah, in terms of accessories, this figure comes with these two accessories, which I already have on here. I usually have them separately. It's just little gun things like this. They attach onto the forearms. The two of them are identical, so they'll attach onto either forearm. And yeah, that's how that works. In terms of articulation, this figure has quite a range of up and down on the head, a little bit of side to side, rotates just fine. Shoulders are on ball joints, so they'll go all the way around up for that much. If you push them too hard in any direction, they will just come right off of that ball joint. Because I get the impression that that ball joint is just really shallow for its applications. There is a bicep rotation like right here above the elbow. The elbow is on a soft little detent. Gets just over 90 degrees. Leg moves forward that much, moves backward not at all, moves outward basically not at all. You do get some rotation on that ball joint on the hip. You also get some rotation here just above the knee. Double jointed knee, actually, but it doesn't do you any good. I'm just gonna say that's 90 degrees. It feels like looks like it's a little like short, ever so slightly short of 90 degrees, but we'll call it 90. You got like a double jointed ankle thingamajig, so like the ankle does the giggity giggity giggity, but that gives you toe tilt, ankle up and down, no ankle rockers whatsoever. So a little bit of a bummer, but I think that this figure was made back before Hasbro decided that everything needed to have ankle rockers, which is a good decision, by the way, Hasbro. Please don't stop doing that. Don't stop doing that. But yeah, that's about all there is to it. There it is from the front. There it is from the back. Some of the details are kind of how they were on the show, like some of these details on the shin and the leg. But like the face is, the head is like unrecognizable. There's just so much stuff that's on this that wasn't part of the character, and then there's so much details about the character that isn't on this figure. All in all, I do believe that other Shatter figure that turns into the Jet is a better representation of the character. So that's definitely where I would go. If you had to have one figure to represent Shatter on your shelf, that's definitely the one that I would go for. But anyhow, let's get this figure transformed up, and I'm going to try to do this without all sorts of parts falling off, but I don't know that that's even realistically feasible, so wish me luck. So what we're going to start with is we're going to disconnect this and kind of move this whole chest assembly up a bit. Disconnect this backpack. I'm trying to get this to wiggle out of the way. These panels right here are on just like a little clip, and so they are probably going to fall off all the time. And I've heard of a lot of people having some cracking in this little ring, which would make them fall off even more prevalently. Let me move my camera up just a little bit. Actually, let me raise it. So what we want to do for this is we want to get this head squared away, and this is only going to happen if this backpack is fully out of the way. So you'll see that this backpack is on some sort of like a double hinge in there. You want to make sure that that double hinge is like all the way down. That will allow you to spin this head all the way around, though it's going to collide with the parts. Oh, I want to spin it the other way. There we go. So now that that's spun around, we want to take these shoulder parts, and these are just, they're frustrating too. They're going to kind of rotate around. I'm going to do my very best to not have anything fall off. So bring these up and around. Ah, that arm came off. I have failed already in my quest. And we were going to take these little guns and we're going to take them off of the forearm and put them on the inside of the arm. So, big difference, I guess. I don't know. So we got to get these arms into a position where I think they face inwards. But in order to get these arms fully into position, we have to get these panels on the legs to flip out. And then those panels, they're going to hook up with these little panels, but not yet. The legs are going to rotate around at this knee joint. And you got to pull these panels past each other, which doesn't feel good at all. This tire is going to come out on these two little joints, come around, and then the foot is going to be able to come in and fill that in. There's a peg right here on the foot that's going to go into a hole right here on the tire assembly. And we're going to do that for the other side here as well. And bring that around. And bring that up, put the hole into the tire bag. The what? I don't even know. So let's start kind of massaging this all into its final location. This is going to come down and sit kind of in between the feet. We're going to make sure that this part is hinged about properly. Let me see if I can get these guys. I want to get that panel, there we go, to come up over that leg panel. There we go. And now we're just going to kind of fold all this back. I lost that panel. Damn it. I mean, I didn't lose it. It's just sitting right here. But, lost the gun too. And get this plugged into right behind the engine. Let's see if I can squeeze that in. There's going to be a hole and a peg right there. Oh, it came out again. All right, let me see if we can get this wiggled out. There's like a little tab on this red panel, on this little panel here, that it fits into a little slot. Let's see if I can show you that. There's the little slot right there. And there's the little tab right there. Let's see, just kind of wiggle that in. And then everything else comes into place, and you just kind of give it a good squeeze to get everything kind of seated. And I tell you what, if there's one good thing I could say about this figure, it's that it does have a pretty good looking alt mode. This is pretty much spot on for the movie, you know, at least in this mode. Rolls well, everything tucks in, there's weapon storage. Like, all in all, like, this part is okay. It's just the robot mode is where it gets abysmal. So, but yeah, unless you are planning on keeping this to display in alt mode, which I do know people who have done exactly that, cannot recommend. Just not a fan. But anyhow, thanks everybody for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. You guys are fantastic. And I'll see you later. Bye.